It's week 14 of the...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in week 14.
Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Completes it to Davis. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Allen. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Now he'll try to run with this.
Shelling through the defense. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On first down, Hart. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moon to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Moon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Moon. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Moon. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Moon.
That is caught. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up the 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Here's Moon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5.
Moon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
To throw, Moon. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will reach the 5-yard line before.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
costly sack there on 3rd and goal pushes them back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
This is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Looking to throw. Moon. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A 10-play drive that time.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6.
And he's going to try and do this himself.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
But you look at this defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again.
They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Moon. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hart. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. On second down, here's Moon. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw. Moon looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun. Moon. And it's caught. 9 yards on the play there. That'll set them up first and goal.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offense. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Moon. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing on third and long. Moon. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Black Knights are able to add on to their first half lead.
Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw.
Taking it right down Broadway. And touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards.
And the Lumberjacks get a bit closer.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make it 24-7.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Rio offense about to set up shop once again. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final done. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Moon. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Hook up of 15 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw again. Cousins.
Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Moon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Lumberjacks.
1st down. Here's Cousins. In trouble, and he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Cousins to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
At their own 13-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the home side who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Orbits locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Wizards seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we'll grab our passports and head down to Mexico City. See what's going on in the International Series. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. The Desperados are in a position where they need to win out and get some help. But a victory there does improve their mark to 6-7. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And the half will begin with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating from the gun, Moon.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's second down and 5.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Throwing is Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try the left side. Billingsley, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now a first down throw, Moon. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw on second down, Moon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On 1st and 10, Moon. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that will pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
On 1st down, it's Moon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing losing yardage back at the 42. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Moon. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And an Anchorage first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
4 yards. First down, Lumber Jacks.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Billingsley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Cousins now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Lumberjacks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Rio offense set to take over. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hart. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A good pickup there of 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2nd down and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Hart, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Cousins on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now Moon.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Here's Moon. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw, Moon. And he's brought down. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
To throw, Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Cousins.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Lumberjacks.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is caught.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. First down, here's Cousins. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll throw again. Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
To throw is Cousins.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try the left side. It's Hart. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Rio, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Anchorage, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.